What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jazz taking over this time, and we got some juicy content for y'all. Today, we're going to get into the psychology of TJ. Marz was going to do Raw first, but he told me that he had a YouTube comment suggesting TJ and Double, who plays TJ. You know, that's Marz's business partner in real life, so favoritism or whatever.
All right, real quick. I forgot, sidebar. TJ is on my top 3 favorite character list because of Double being my partner in real life. I was able to write more of a fleshed out storyline for him. I was able to give him a love interest, give him an actual arc, and expand more on what makes him him. You can continue, Jazz.
Okay, back to Jazz. TJ grew up in Newark and bounced around between Irvington and Newark in his early days. His brother Mark is about 8 years younger than him, and he practically raised Mark. TJ was heavily influenced with gang life and selling drugs, which funded his lifestyle. When he was about 19 and Mark was 11, TJ got an apartment and moved his little brother in, making sure he oversaw his academics and schedule. But unfortunately, Mark took the gang life at around 13 and caused a lot of trouble in the streets. TJ began to spend a lot of time in and out of jail, leaving Mark to stay with their aunt in North Plainfield, which is how Mark met Marz and even Ra, who's a couple years younger than him, and explains why Mark created a dislike for Marz after they repeatedly messed with the same girls. Like, why? TJ had to accept that his younger brother Mark was a gangster just like him, and he had to go to war with his old hood to protect his brother. In prison, he met Nightshine, one of Marz's closest friends and music collaborators, and he also met Dion, season 1 and 2's main antagonist. He developed a close partnership with Eddie as well, a character who connected him to the Dominican cartel. Y'all know him. TJ settled with his baby mother in Plainfield, allowing Mark to stay with him and let it be known that if Mark was to live the street life for him, he'd have to follow his lead. Knowing that Mark is hot-headed and trigger-happy, he has to keep a close eye on him. Eddie connected him with Benny, a ruthless cartel leader who has been mentioned in the first 2 seasons, but will finally make an appearance in the 3rd. Y'all hear that? Eddie and TJ began running drugs and weapons in Plainfield for Benny, but things started to dry up when the Dominicans took their operations to Florida. Conveniently, Dion came home from jail around this time and provided Mark and TJ with work opportunities, and this is where you'll find them at the beginning of season 1. Season 1 is when TJ took Benny's brother Carlo on a hit, and the outcome of that actually spawns future conflict for season 3. In summary, TJ is calculated and very observant. He's climbed to the ranks in street life and tries to teach his brother right from wrong. He feels as though Marz is a poser and clearly can tell that he's not gangster. But he's at a point in his life where something has to give and he doesn't know who to trust anymore. In season 2, you see him conflicted between siding with Dion and sparing Marz, as he starts to understand that one with the muscle isn't necessarily always on the winning side. Season 3, TJ is going to be one-faced with even more choices, more development, and might have to lose it all, possibly his life. Stay tuned for that.